Hello class. Today we're going to be discussing solving for variables when there are multiple variables in a formula. An example of this that's very simple is x plus y equals 1. So to solve for y, we would subtract x from both sides, and we would get y equals 1 minus x. Now, the purpose of solving for a variable when you have multiple variables is when you have formulas. Now, a formula could be the area of a circle, the area of a square, converting from Fahrenheit to Celsius, or even your y equals mx plus b for your linear equations. Now, the reason you would want to solve for different variables in these formulas is if you're given the numbers that define these variables, but not one of them. So, say we're given the formula again, x plus y equals 1, and we know we want to solve for y, and x equals 2. So we would want to solve for y first by subtracting x again from both sides to give you y equals 1 minus x. Now is when you would want to plug in for your other variable that is defined, so y equals 1 minus 2. So y equals negative 1. So if you check this, plug in your 2, plug in your negative 1, and you see that it checks to be 1 equals 1. So we're going to practice solving some formulas for multiple variables. So the first one we're going to solve for is P, capital P, equals little p times Q minus C. So as you can see, there's a capital P and a little p in this equation. Those represent two different variables. Capital and lowercase letters are different in their formulas. So what we want to do is solve for little p. So we're going to write this down so we remember. Solve for little p. So we're going to add c to both sides. And we get capital P plus c equals little p times q. We're going to divide q by both sides. And we'll see that capital P plus c over q equals little p. Now, some of your formulas, like your area of a triangle or converting to Celsius and Fahrenheit, will have numbers in it already. So, if we look at the conversion for Fahrenheit and Celsius, we have Fahrenheit equals 9/5 Celsius plus 32. So we want to solve for Celsius. So we're going to subtract 32 from both sides. And we'll get Fahrenheit minus 32 equals 9/5 Celsius. So we now see that we have a fraction with Celsius. So we want to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 9/5, so 5/9. We're going to do that on this side as well. And we get the answer of C equal to this. and that's how you would find your degrees in Celsius. The same applies for the area of a triangle. So A equals 1/2 base times height. So we want to solve for height. Since we're solving for height, we want to divide both sides by b, which is your base, which will give you area over base equals 1/2 your height. So you want to multiply by the reciprocal again, since you have fractions. So the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2 over 1. So you see that 2 times your area over your base equals your height. So I hope you liked the tutorial. Remember that there are multiple ways to have formulas with different variables included, which could be circles and squares and triangles, or even converting your degree temperatures. So please continue on with the rest of the lesson, your homework, and your project below.